What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel online, www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at this is a mosaic from 855. I was going through my old videos and I was looking at some and I realized some of these were on the same mosaic. This is, if you've never seen this, this is the Analyst Handbook. They take the pictures from the PDS, which is the Planetary Database System, which is the 100% resolution pictures, the better pictures from NASA. But they're like I said, they're 30% better than the 70% JPEGs with the bad qualities. But this is their browse image. You can see that the top was imaged at a different time. You could go through the whole thing here and see, but there's amazing stuff to see in this. This is the one that has the well, it looks like the Nefertiti Queen bust in the front, and we see it in two spots. Laney got it as well. So what I did was I downloaded every single one of these in the high definition quality, and wait till you see this, how good it looks. Um, Look at the difference between the two. And I'm going to leave this Gigapan. I put this up just recently, right? And all sorts of people have already, commented on it or put the snapshots on it. It's absolutely just for like after you see this, hopefully you're gonna, if you're on the fence, you'll be off the fence. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. Some of the stuff in it, you've got well, it looks like the same type of architecture we have here on Earth. The more and more I looked at, and the more I've been studying, it seems like Mars and Earth were intertwined for a long time. But this is the same one where we've got the bust down here, um, right here, and it's in another angle as well. I'm going to show you. We've got over probably 50 square block type features, things that look like they're, look at that back here behind it, whereas it's a little bit, it looks like it's got gold scattered throughout it, almost like it's kind of it looks like gold to me. That's how the PDS is. Like I said, it's amazing. The files, you've got to convert the files from dot image to something else. But look how the quality you can get in there. And like I said, this is Gigapan. I put them up here on Gigapan for everybody so they can go check it out. Um, I mean, the whole area. Oh, and then let me show you the other spot. This is where basically all through here you've got these huge blocks. I mean, check these things out. They call these the fingers. They just look like knuckles or something. And I believe what used to be, faces, stuff like that. And I usually don't do the faces too much, but this one's just got like an abundance of stuff on it. And check, I mean, look how you get in. So there's like a circle thing up on top there. That's what I love about Gigapan. You can really get, zoom in close. Especially, I made it as big as I could possibly make it with keeping the resolution. But what I realized is this was the whole. Look at this one. Remember this? Remember these guys over here? The thing that looks right, this right here looks like another face pointing that way. It's got the same type of architecture that we see here. I mean, look at this stuff coming out. Look how much crisper this is. It's so much crisper than it was before. Um, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm excited by it. This is just one more pan. There's that face. What looks like it's heading out that way. But what's interesting, see how it's either way. It's got this square piece here, and about right there, it's got it as well. Now check this out too. Look at that. This thing's hanging down. It looks like metal or something just dripped down. I mean, that's cool. I was about to show you something else too. There's so much to see in this just one picture. And then the other one, 844 from a different angle, shows a lot of these things, and it's even got a ton more. I could sit here for like an hour just on this one video with you guys and going over. That's why I want you guys to really go check it out. Um, the pans, but there are all sorts of. I mean, this is just like civilization destroyed, and this had to have been such a beautiful spot. Let me show you some more of the stuff up here. I was going to go over there and show you something else a couple seconds ago. I remember I should pull up the snapshots because they're there already. Oh, I wanted to show the real fine stones here. Look at this. A lot of these are shaped perfect circles. They come out in the back. Yeah, this piece right here. Check this out. This one's standing up, and it's got a square base, a little rectangle base. Look at that. Here it comes up with a bevel. It comes up in here. It's got a rounded top, and it looks like in the back comes down. It looks like some sort of toy or something. Who knows? But you see, there's a piece carved on it. Look at that stuff. This is not. This is intelligently made and then destroyed. And wait till you see some of the markings on it too. Um, check that out. Bam. Tell me that's cut's not cool. It's got going down in, flattened out. I mean, and what's really interesting is, okay, say this stuff has all been out here at the same time. You would expect all of it to have the same. Here's a grid pattern piece. Check this out. You expect everything to have the same. Let's say wind and dust. Was our water was washing these rocks or basically smoothing them out. You would all expect them to have about the same, but they're not. Some are coarse, some are real soft, some look like they've been polished. Here's a piece right here that has one, two, three compartments in it. You can see the sand that's falling down in it. I mean, we this stuff over and over and over in this whole gigapan, this whole set. Um, there is a piece that is just like a straight up, looks like a weapon. It looks like something you would use as a weapon or as a tool right around here somewhere. I've got them all down here. What's neat about it is there's snapshots, and a lot of people have added certain snapshots. Let's see, that was the one piece. I mean, look at all these people who come in here and saw all the craziness. It's pretty crazy. Here, let's go check out the head over here. Tell me that doesn't look like a helmet or something. Or at least if you flip it around, that could be just the illusion of it. But either way, a lot of the real good stuff is on the far right side of this one because it keeps on going. It's amazing how far this goes, and we're going to switch over to 844 next, and I'll show you how far it really does go. So let me back way out here. Everybody's going to get sick if you're watching on your big TVs. And I wanted to show you the rectangles. That's what I wanted to do in this cave because this cave is badass. All right, check it out. So once again, here's more cutout rectangles. Check that out here, here, and as you walk into what looks like a cave, there's just pieces of everything. And like I said, usually I don't do ladies or pictures or deities. I've really tried to stay away from the faces recently. But here looks just like his mouth, and then that same piece that you see in Egypt, how they've got like see how it comes up over the head and then like the almost like a horseshoe, but then it bends out at the end. I just noticed that, and then it comes down to like a piece that runs. It almost looks like this was all art, at one time. I think this whole soul was basically this whole area right here was just nothing but art. Um, and this is how we see stuff here on Earth. I mean, you just kind of you look out, you find where these things are. They're in the middle of nowhere. Now, this, of course, I do believe that there was reasons why we sent the rovers to here, and obviously a lot of it was what we're looking at. But I think there's even more to technology as they go up because we're still relatively, you know, low on the mountain. Imagine if it was high tech civilization. This is just the ruins of the buildings that have come down. I mean, Mount Sharp is a huge mountain. I doubt that the rover will ever be able to see a glimpse of what this stuff has. We're going to have to start sending somebody. So we're going to have to go, and the technology's coming, that's going to allow it. So really love that. But check it, all sorts of interesting pieces. And I know if you just sit here, oh, well, let's check this out. Metal or something here. Tell me this. And you got one more block, and this has got like what looks like writing and stuff on it. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I hate how it does that. Sorry. One thing about Gigapan, like just especially with the Apple, just a touch of the mouse the wrong way, it shoots out. But look at that. That definitely looks like it's got metal or like a little metal plate. It's got something on top of it. But look behind how on this rock, behind it, it's it, it's a whole different pattern. I mean, pretty cool, huh? Look how this is flattened out here. I mean, all this stuff looks like it took just a massive impact, and there was war. Something happened up there. Either they did it to themselves, or they got clobbered. Who's to say which? But this wasn't like a slow, you know. a slow death or a slow, this looks like something that came at once. But then again, you never know. Um, like I said, a lot of the ruins that we find on Earth are in really bad shape. Okay, there's down here on the corner. Like I said, as I said, when we come down here, you can start seeing all sorts of cool stuff. Like this piece here, check that out. It's perfectly angled out. It comes down, comes around, and then we get to see it come out. Looks like it was taken from a piece that was like built in with something else. When they did these walls, like I said, they've got rocks and the stones. It look like they're melted together, like vitrified, or who knows how exactly they did it. But it was pretty amazing whatever they did. Okay, let's see if I can find that one piece that had when people do. See, I feel like on Gigapan I'm gonna get everybody sick. Oh yeah, here's like check this thing out here. Okay, see the rock? I mean, this looks like it was part of something at one time. Look how it looks like they're either sitting on each other or somebody cut that. Down here we've got there's two lines. Check this thing out. Look at that. I mean, this whole area looks like it's got metal just kind of brought through. This looks like something that was melted clean. The heat hit it that much, but here on the corner, there's still stuff. And here it is right here. Check that out. Whatever this little piece is, it's got two black marks through it. Looks like either somebody dug those out or they were put on it. And there's so much more on here too. Like I said, this is one of the ones where I don't know what I like. That's why I just want to pass them off to you. And here's that one piece. Check that out. I was talking about. See how it's got like a bone or something. It's that perfect shape, that arc shape. Like it could be used. It looked like something you would see on somebody's wall. Like antlers or something. But what's left here, and they definitely just kind of roll by these spots. Um, they came around this one. They were kind of rolling through, and they came around the mountain, took the backside of it as well. Okay, and I'll show you this little piece right here, and then we're gonna go to Keys just real fast. He's got 844, which is a totally our separate view of it, and his is a little bit different. He uses the deeper images. What's neat about the PDS is you can use 4 or 5 different versions of the lossless images, but look how clear these are compared to back again. Let's go over. Well, it won't pull over it right now, but I mean, it's so clear you can see the inlays. What's in this stuff, and which looks like art everywhere. It's one thing I think about. Whatever the Martians were, they were absolutely like very artistic people like us. That's why I feel like the planets just intersect. Something they go together. Metal looks like metal, just totally just sitting there. So let's see. Up here's where we got. See, here's the other angle here. So we still have the busts. It still looks like a bust. This is from a totally different angle. You can see these pieces are squared off up in the. I mean, even like these rock pieces here that are just look like they're carved out from something. Here you can still see the piece on top of it. You can still see the block. Look like they've just kind of fallen down inside the cave. Let's see if we can go in any closer. And then when I was looking at, like, say, well, this same way when I was looking at stuff like this, I mean, look at the shapes. I mean, it's just all kind of slid down. It's amazing what this might have looked like at one time. Imagine if we would have saw what this actually was in peace. I mean, this was our past. This was our past as humans. I do believe it. This just one little piece here. It looks like a totem, and all of these do. And you could just sit here and get lost for hours. This kind of looked like a face looking up that way, but this again looks like the paw or something. It's the that's called the fingers there. I mean that this is looks unnatural. Looks like something was done, and here you've got more blocks that are just perfectly squared. Um, a lot of the ancient cultures here every walls. Like if you look at some of the, well, just in Turkey and stuff, it's amazing how many places we didn't learn about when I was in school. I'm 35, and I really hope the young kids are learning about these places now because there's so many amazing places all over the earth that they can see stuff. But the one thing in common, from Turkey to Peru to Egypt, they're always basically deifying themselves in statues and art and using stone, yeah, and gold and silver, and it's a beautiful process. But I mean, look at this is so cool. So this is just a little bit different angle from what we had, but there's so much to it. Oh yeah, this was another piece to it too. Look down here. I forgot to show you guys this one on mine. This right here looks like, it comes down. It almost looks like a drainage pipe as it came out. In mine, you can see it a little bit better. It's not as dark, um, but it's on that side of the mountain. This one actually goes even further over because it was back a little bit more. But you see everywhere circles, geometry, the cuts in these. Like I said, you've got stuff that's got spears in it. I mean, this is a pretty interesting spot. This is one of the ones that they definitely kind of you didn't. I don't remember seeing these. I just remember seeing the ones that I called the Queen. The one that looked like over there in the corner, and the King, which was the other side. But just amazing. Yes, he keeps doing that with the Gigapan. But up here, let's see if they still look the same. See how they've got these like cuts and rifts in them? Let's see if we still have the same effect with the one. Oh, come on. Oh, here's the one. Yep. Still see the face piece there. You still got the blocks up there that look like they came right out of Peru, and they've just slid down the mountain. Most of them. That piece still there looks like something looking up, but that's very that one looks like it could be, but yeah, who knows? What I love about it is it's got that mouth. What looks like the mouthpiece is that same cut that looks like it's been cut in many different rocks. Just like over here is where we go into the cave. Where you are, Mr. K? Here you are. There it is. Right there. I mean, it even looks like there's graffiti. you know, this one or some of these blocks alone should have done it for people. And like I said, that we got our queen bust looking right. And these links are going to be below. I go snapshot them, have a good time because I could never go over every single thing in these. It's just absolutely amazing the types of rock, like I said, the types of stuff that's here. The stuff just looks like it's been strewn about. I mean, look at this cracked. Mars took a hit, and like I said, this everything looks so familiar to a lot of the regions here, where like I say, we find these ancient civilizations that have just been destroyed and torn apart. There's been a lot, even on here on Earth, that have been torn apart, and blocks have been used for other things, statues have been moved, things like that. Um, Look at that. How these cracked. Oh, this was in one of my videos too. These are amazing shots down here. Look at this. This piece comes together with this one behind it. It's just interesting. Check how it comes down. Here under it, there's another. All these blocks just look like they fit together at one time. Here you've got that perfect circle piece like that. Or some cool ones over here as well too. See, it's funny when I do one picture at a time. Yeah, this one right here. Check that out. Tell me how cool that is. It looks like it was just part of something. And like I say, if we look at the what the megalithic builders did here, let's just think amazing stuff here around here. This stuff looks like rock that's been folded over on top of each other, and worked. Like, see, this has even got a different color piece inside of it. This was on one of my videos before. So this is a whole picture of it. So this is what I loved about it. When I realized that all these were on the same ones, I was like, man, because they took them over different sols. And back then I wasn't really, there was so much coming in. There still is so much coming in. I get emails still every day, and I'm just getting around to getting videos back out. We're writing a book now with Richard Hoagland and the guys, Keith Laney, Andrew Curry. We're doing a cool little Mars. It's all about Mars, and it's going to be like, unlike anything. It's going to be the coolest coffee table book, but it's going to show some pretty amazing anomalies. Also, talk about the stuff that matches up here on Earth as well. So we got a lot coming out. I've been so busy, and when it comes to work too, I've been busy. My boss and my technician, that was my like road tech, um, quit. Well, retired basically. They've been here 16 years. I've been here 16 years. 16 years of my job as IT guy. And I still come home and look at these Mars pictures in awe. Keith put this one together. This was I forget how many ridiculous number of pictures it was. The one I did was 41 or 43. He has done it. He's got a copy of that one too. But check these things out. Just imagine what this place used to look like. You know, and why I think see how it just kind of gets like that's why I think everything around the hill, whatever happened, kind of destroyed it, moved it out. Um, like this used to be beautiful. I know it did. So, all right, guys, check the comment. Yeah, let me know what you guys think below. I know you guys, like I said, half of these things you have seen, but here it is in context. Let me know if you guys like the gigapans. If you've got, I know you can go play with these things without having a account or anything. If you get an account, I think that's how you got to do the snapshots. I wonder if he's got any on his. No, I put mine up and I tagged it, and a lot of people came through it and did. But said I tell you, we're seeing it all together now. Like I said, it's just beautiful. All right, guys, a lot of stuff to come up. Still got a lot to work on. I want to get back off Mars for a little while, but there's still some neat stuff people have sent. I've got to get out. But this is one I wanted to do for a while, so you guys could check out these. I put like I said, I'm putting the Gigapan out. I got this one together. Keith got the other one together, and the back side of it, if I can find that one, I'll put it on there as well. So, all right, guys, much love to you. It's been good. Let's see, how long do we go? It's been a while since we did 20 minutes. Oh, 22 minutes. All right, much love. Have a good one.